Concept of dominance. Dominance is the relationship between two alleles of a gene and their associated phenotype. The dominance is the key concept in Mendelian genetics. A dominant allele may be completely, incompletely, or codominant. So there are following types of dominance relations. Complete dominance. In complete dominance, one allele is completely dominant over its other counterpart allele. In genetics, dominant and recessive alleles are represented by upper and lower case letters. For example, tall T is completely dominant over dwarf T. So the heterozygous condition T masks or suppresses the dwarf character, as seen in the pea plant. An organism having a gene TT for tallness is called a homozygous tall. Incomplete dominance. It is a situation where in heterozygous genotypes, both the alleles express as a blend or mixture, and neither allele is dominant over the other. As a result of this blending, an intermediate phenotype is expressed. For example, when a red 4 o'clock Mirabilis jalapa plant is crossed with a white 4 o'clock plant, in the F1 generation, pink color flower plants are produced. This shows that both red and white colors are not completely dominant over one another. In the F2 generation, besides pink color, the parental types also reappeared in a 1:2:1 ratio. Codominance. The situation in which two different alleles of a gene pair express themselves completely is called codominance. In codominance, alleles of a gene pair do not show a dominant-recessive relationship. An example of codominance is the expression of the human blood group AB. Carl Landsteiner in 1901 discovered the ABO blood group system. The ABO blood group system is controlled by the gene I, which stands for isoagglutinogen, another term for antigen. This gene has three alleles, IA, IB, and I. A gene having more than two alleles is called multiple alleles. Allele IA causes the production of antigen A on red blood cells. Allele IB causes the production of antigen B on red blood cells. Allele I causes no production of antigens. Here is a table summarizing codominance in blood types, including red blood cell types, genotypes, blood groups that the body rejects, and reactions to added antibodies A and B. In this table, red blood cell type refers to the type of red blood cells present. Genotype represents the genetic makeup of the individual. Blood group body. Rejects indicates the blood group that the body would reject in case of a transfusion. Reaction to antibodies A and B shows how the blood cells react when exposed to antibodies A and B respectively. Red blood cells that do not react with antibody remain evenly dispersed. Red blood cells that react with antibody clump together, giving a speckled appearance. The alleles IA and IB display codominance. The alleles IA and IB are dominant over I. Therefore, the possible genotype combinations are as follows. In this table, genotype represents the genetic makeup of the individual. Antigen produced indicates the antigens present on the red blood cells. Antibodies shows the antibodies produced against certain antigens. Phenotype refers to the observable blood type. Relationship between alleles describes how the alleles interact to produce the blood type.